What's the best autoresponder software for email marketing? We're going to break this down, and I'm going to tell you at the end exactly what I do to make millions and millions of dollars. You can do this too. You just have to do exactly what I've been doing and how I've learned this from all my mentors. So I'm going to talk about what is an autoresponder and why do you need one. Makes your life so easy. Let's just get to that answer. It is like substitutes 2 to 3 assistants for you. Number 2, how do you pick the best one? And number 3, I'm going to tell you not only what we use, how we use it, and why we're just going to do it for you, because there's so many components to marketing. And if you don't get your marketing right, you don't get your lead right, which means you can't make sales, which means you don't have cash flow. So what is an autoresponder and why do you need it? Well, you need it for automation, meaning that you don't have to do the work. If you don't have this kind of software, and there's a lot of just email marketing softwares, but that's all they do. What we use is really integrated and fully built out. So you can email, you can text out of it, you can do calendars out of it, you can actually track all your sales notes out of it. It's huge. The automation for the emails though are critical. So let's go to askloral.com as an example. I want you to sign up. I want you to notice the automation. There's no one behind noticing that when you signed up, now they're manually having to send you an email. The minute you trigger that, it tags something else and then you're getting an email. If you say yes, you get one email. If you say no, you get a different email. So there's a whole wireframe structure to automating all of this. So we have a whole team that can do that for you. You need this. So while you go off on business trips, because you should never be going on a vacation. And if you're just new watching my channel, go to the search bar and ask, why should you never go on a vacation, or any videos about business trips. You should always only be going on business trips. The automation is like having 1 or 2 assistants. So you actually sit down with the team, you can program. We have a 25-day program, we have a 365-day program, where every day you're just getting an automated email that just goes out to you on like a regular clockwork, and you don't have to push any buttons besides set it up and then set go. So anybody who clicks into askloral.com, you're going to get either a yes or no. You're either going to stay at the free level, you're going to come to $17. So if you sign up for the $17 membership, notice all the programming and automation of the emails that come behind you. Then it goes to as far as automating, are you asking me questions or not? So if we notice that you're not asking questions, you're going to get a certain set of emails. If you are asking questions, you're going to get a certain set of emails. All that automation is built into what's called a wireframe. You need this because you need more marketing. You need more leads. Our minimum request of our clients is that they get 21 new leads a day and make 2 small sales a day. And consistently 5 days a week, 7 days a week, however much you're going to have this all turned on, throughout the month, you're easily going to get 400, 500 new leads if you do it right. And out of those leads, you got to make sales, right? So you take your lead to a client, which means marketing and sales, which creates your cash flow. So when you whine and cry on your coaching calls with me that you don't have cash flow, I go back to, what's your marketing start like? How many leads are you getting? And are you converting and selling the leads? So number 2, well, how do you pick the best one? Because there's many, and there's many more coming to market. And all of them have their little bells and whistles. I can tell you one of the most costly mistakes that I have made, my number 1 and number 2, is I didn't stick with the database. I kept moving around in my early parts of the career, thinking I get a better deal or better support or whatever that is. I should have just stayed where I am. I've been where I am for over a decade. I'll share that with you in a moment. And the second costly error was not hiring a team fast enough. So by using our system, it's like having 1 or 2 assistants to help you get your marketing and your sales moving in an automated format. So how do you pick the best one? Well, what do you all need done? What's the functionality that you need done? And if you want to automate your sales conversation and have them put into what's called opportunities in one system where you can email, text, and sell and create all that data together, there's only a few that do both, right? Like Constant Contact, Aweber, MailChimp, a lot of them, although they're adding more benefits, you can only automate to a certain level. Ours has a very proprietary campaign builder for automation, like the one that we use, and no one else has that for the cost that you pay on a monthly basis. So when you're picking one, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a list. You want to know, what are the email delivery tools? Can you add text to it? I'm just going to read down the list here. Sales capacity, can it take an order? Can you actually run money through it? That's actually a big one. A lot of just email systems are just email. They don't allow the merchant processing to be inside of it. Can you create landing pages and campaigns? Ours, again, has a proprietary campaign builder. Can you do emails and broadcasts and text all automated months, if not years in advance. In the beginning, I would highly, highly encourage you not to program too far into the future because you're too new and you're just getting a rhythm, and your client's going to be giving you feedback. And if you've automated for a year and you want to shift gears, you just did all that work for nothing. I see a lot of beginners make that mistake, and that's just a lot of wasted time and energy and cost if you hire copywriters for all of that. So before we continue on, I want you to subscribe to my channel. We do all sorts of business and financial. I'm going to say business, finance, money. We talk about it all, including parenting and how you bring money into your household, all of it. So go up and look at my search bar for the things you're interested in. Click the notification button. Make sure you're here every day. Actually watch it every day. In every video, I'm telling people to get a journal, and like for 365 days, I want you to change one habit, one small habit about money, one small habit about your automation. Just take the next step. Because, it's interesting to have followers. There's a lot of high profile people who have a lot of followers, but they don't know how to monetize them. And once their success is over, or they, kind of fizzle out in the success department, followers go find a new home. They go follow someone else, and you don't have a place to monetize them. So why am I in the marketing conversation when I'm a money expert? Because you need to make money with your marketing. And marketing is the answer to everything. It's the starting point of your entire business, which is attracting a customer to you. It's actually attracting a lead, and then your job is to make that a customer. Now, some of you, it's interesting. I coach a lot of speakers and coaches and people in the transformational space, and it's so interesting that they love their followers and they move them to a database, but they're scared to give an offer. So like I've been invited to podcasts of some of my fellow speakers, and they have a big database, but it's not a buying database because you didn't move the automation properly. You never asked them to get out their credit card. So in the automation, there's a whole process of a very specific time in the new relationship. You got to get their credit card out to buy a new book. Go to Ask Loral for $17 a month. If they're not willing to do base level entry products and content from you, and they're not willing to buy anything, that's just a whole bunch of weird stalkers, man. You aren't even in business. That's too odd. So again, what is automation? Why do you need it to be successful? How do you pick one? It has to have all those components. It has to have everything built into it. And promise you, I have moved from where we are, which is a fully over decade old company, so super mature. It's got a lot of its bugs all worked out, so you're not going to be a beginner over there. And we'll actually now do it for you, because finding people in this space that'll actually do campaigns, understand entrepreneurial marketing, they're hard to find, number one. And if they're really good, they're really expensive. And most of you can't afford the team that we have groomed and grow. So about a year ago, we said, why don't we just do the marketing for them? It's the biggest struggle of our clients. If I want to help you make $100,000, the first thing you have to do is get a database, and you've got to start building leads. And if you have a phone, you have enough contacts, they can get loaded in first. So you might have 600, 1,000, 2,500 contacts to start. That's plenty. I can make $1 million off 5,000 leads. So if you have that many contacts, let's go. Let's put some automation, some structure to the customer journey, put some prices out, and get going. The system we use, again, has a proprietary campaign builder. It's the only one of its kind. And we can create all this automation. You can create your whole sales system and API it out to your QuickBooks if you want. So you really have an SAS in a box of, you have the business in a box. You have the structure of marketing, sales, and accounting in a box. Absolutely critical. If you'd like to learn more about it, for about $1,500 a month, we'll do it for you. You can click on the link below, get an appointment with our key team members, and they will assess your situation. If you have any questions at any time, go to askloral.com, make a request, ask a question. And if you're serious about working with us and you like a business money makeover, I do on the second and fourth Tuesdays of every month, I do business and money makeovers inside the Ask Loral, where you come live and talk to me for about 5-10 minutes personally, and we work on your business. So it's worth it. It's fabulous. I love to do it. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.